Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Slicer Gym. Don Varda along with Grant At-Large for a DAC matchup. And, you know, Grant, before we even get into that, it's just nice to see kids playing basketball. The girls are all smiling. Crown Point made the trip over tonight. LaPorte's hosting them. But I just think from, a student-athlete point of view, what a nice night to come out here and play some basketball before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, just with everything going on in the world right now, I think playing basketball is just a great thing for all the kids, and for the fans to be able to come out is a great opportunity.
Tonight it is Crown Point at LaPorte, DAC opener for both teams. LaPorte 1-3 on the season. This is Crown Point's actually the first game of their season. We're real close to getting the starting lineups, so we will break for that. But Grant, when you take a look at this game from a wide-angle lens, what do you see?
Well, I see the Crown Point Bulldogs with 3 college-bound athletes and 2 high-major Division I athletes. And the Slicers have Lauren Pollock, who's a college-bound athlete, and Ryan Ott, a D1 athlete, who is out for the game today. But the Slicers should be able to have Bella Stray come in and fill her spot.
You know, you talk about this Crown Point team as well. Lily Stoddard recruited, by Purdue. She made a verbal commitment to Purdue on a Zoom meeting. I thought we were the only ones doing Zoom meetings. And then Alana Santiago, you talked about NAIA player. And then Jessica Carruthers is just a really special player.
Yeah, Jessica Carruthers, she's really a fast guard, and she improved a lot from her freshman year to sophomore year, and last year she had a really breakout year, averaging over 25 points a game. So let's see how she does tonight. And tell
our audience about her. She's got big national spotlight on her with her ESPN ranking.
Yeah, both Lily Stoddard and Jessica Carruthers have top 100 ESPN rankings.
For this Dueling Athletic Conference opener between the Crown Point Bulldogs and your LaPorte Slicers.
Our PA announcer starting everything out here. We're going to stand up here for the Pledge of Allegiance as the cheerleaders get in the center of the court and the players line up. And we will come back with our pregame show. We're glad to have you with us. Happy Thanksgiving. It's an absolutely gorgeous night here in LaPorte. We will be right back momentarily, right after the national anthem.
On behalf of the Slicer girls basketball team and the Crown Point girls basketball team, we would like to welcome you to Slicer Gym and thank you for attending tonight's game. Both teams would ask that you please mask up and respect social distancing so that we may have the opportunity to compete and you have the opportunity to attend games in the future. Without your cooperation, athletic competition in the future may be at risk. We would also ask that you display sportsmanship and treat officials, opposing teams, and fans with dignity and respect. Your cooperation is appreciated by both teams involved with tonight's competition.
At this time, to honor our country and our flag, we'll have the playing of our national anthem.
All right, Don
In
Varda
their
here.
first game of the season, let's meet the starting lineup for the Bulldogs.
And we are going to get the starting
High
lineups.
School. At 1'4", a 5'11" junior, number 23, Nikki Gerodimos.
Nikki Gerodimos, a 5'11 junior at 1 forward, number
And another
23.
4 to 6'4" junior, number 31, Lily Stoddard.
Lily Stoddard, Purdue. We talked about her.
Yeah, she's
At
a
one
got
guard,
an upside with her
5'7"
game.
senior, number 22, Alina Santiago.
Alina Santiago, another one of their top players, a
At
senior.
another guard,
She's coming off a
5'11"
torn ACL from
senior,
last
number
year.
24, Allie Dover.
Alec Govert is a 5'9 senior.
And rounding out the guards, 5'7" junior, number 14, Jessica Carruthers.
You're looking at a junior and senior stacked lineup here. A lot of experience.
Yeah, I would have to say the juniors are really leading this team for the Bulldogs.
With a record of 1 win and 3 losses, let's meet the starting lineup for your LaPorte Slicers. At 1'4", a 5'11" junior, number 30, Bella Shred.
Bella Shred, one of the forwards.
Yeah, she's filling for Ryan tonight.
And
As you
another
know, Ryan's out
4,
for the game.
5'11" senior, number 10, Natalie Thiem.
Natalie Thiem getting the start tonight, a 5'11 senior, number 10 for the Slicers.
At center, 6'4" senior, number 34, Lauren Collins.
I remember watching Lauren a lot last year. I really thought she improved a lot at the end of the year.
Yeah, her and Lily would be a good matchup with the comparison in height.
Hannah Hartsburg,
At the
number
other
20.
guard, a 5'8" senior, number 3, Lonnie Biggers. Assisted by Bill Brook and Libby Gilman, the head coach of the
Lonnie
Slicers,
Biggers,
is
number
Sarah
3,
DeJong.
fills out the guard position for the Slicers. Getting real close to tip-off here. LaPorte in their home white uniforms, Crown Point in their road green uniforms. Crown Point is coached by Chris Siebert. Chris is 103-28 in his 6th year at the school. And LaPorte is coached by Sarah DeShone. Sarah 1-3 in her 1st year at LaPorte, 10-42 overall in her 3rd year as a high school head basketball coach. LaPorte is going right to left on your TV screen. And Grant, I'm excited. It's going to be a fun game.
Yeah, first DAC game, a lot of excitement.
Tip handled on the floor. See who gets down there and gets it. It's going to be a jump ball. We'll see where that arrow is going to go, or are they gonna, unless they're going to re-jump it.
I'd imagine they re-jump this ball, maybe. Looks like they're switching the
Are they calling a
jumpers.
foul there or no? Referee went over to the scores bench. I thought she was showing some numbers. All right, we're going to re-tip it. Slicers have control. Biggers with the basketball. She travels inside, and LaPorte will set up their offense. Grant, it looks like Crown Point isn't a man at this moment.
Yeah, Crown Point playing man, which I think is a smart move for the Bulldogs.
They do have some height there. Let's see what LaPorte can get the ball worked around the perimeter. See if they can get the ball into what I call, in the lane for some higher percentage shots. Shot up and short. Rebound Bulldogs. We're going to get our first foul of the game. And it is going to be on number 30, Bella Shrieg, over the back on that rebound.
I like Bella's aggressiveness there, trying to get the rebound, but this early in the game, just gotta get the ball and then just be smart.
Crown Point's first possession of the game, 7:24, first quarter. Glad to have you with us, and happy Thanksgiving from all of us here at the Slicer Network. Crown Point posting 2 players on the left, just dribbling on top of the key right now, trying to work the ball around. Here's the penetration, little runner. Good D by LaPorte. Ball's regained by the Bulldogs.
Slicers got to stay in this game. They're going to get defensive rebounds. They can't let the Bulldogs get offensive and get points like this.
I think that foul might be a body foul called on 34, Pollock for LaPorte. We'll see what the... Yeah, it's Lauren Pollock with the body. And then you had Carruthers there penetrate the lane for the Bulldogs. Nikki Gerodimos at the line, and she makes the first point of the game. 5'11 junior for the Bulldogs. Rims out the second one. Ball's on the floor.
Yeah, the offensive rebound is going to be big time for the Bulldogs. They keep this good lead.
Yeah, it's not something LaPorte can give up as second and third shots. Wide open look from the hash. It's good. Basket good. 24.
Looks like the Bulldogs coming out with the press here.
Full court press. They're going to try to trap at the corner. LaPorte trying to get the ball to the middle. They break the press underneath, and a good defensive recovery hustle play by the Bulldogs.
That was a good advance the ball off the court, just a little bit slow.
Jared Demos knocked it out. Biggers will inbound for the Slicers. 4-0, Crown Point. Slicers get the ball inbounds. Biggers starts at the baseline. She dribbles out. We're going to get our first pushing hand check on the Bulldogs. It's going to go on 23. Jared Demos. Her first foul. First team foul for the Bulldogs. Lob inside, shot up, no good. Rebound, Slicers. They're going to call a travel under there or a foul?
Foul will be called on Lily Stoddard, her first.
Pollock missed the first shot, got her own rebound. She's going to go to the line.
You see Stoddard and Pollock, a similar body, similar like height, similar. I would say Stoddard is a little bit more skilled right now, but I think this could be a good matchup.
Yeah, Lauren, I really thought did a nice job last year, and obviously she puts the Slicers on the board there. She's obviously, as you said earlier, gonna be big for them this year. If they have success, she's gonna have to have success.
Yeah, without Ryan, she's gonna have to pick up the scoring a little bit, which I think she will today.
She makes both free throws. Slicers trail 4-2. Carruthers dribbled it up. They go to the side, and we got a foul underneath. It's going to be on LaPorte.
It's going to be the 5th foul called this game already.
Yeah, there's a lot of little hand checking going on. We'll see how much the refs let them play.
LaPorte come here in a 2-3 zone.
Long three by the Bulldogs, just rims out, rebound.
Those offensive rebounds, they're going to be killer for LaPorte. If LaPorte can manage offensive rebounds and push the ball, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, that's 2 offensive rebounds unofficially for Crown Point right now. They come out in that 2-2-1 press. And Grant, I think, you being the basketball player, the idea for the defense is to trap the team in the corner. Is that fair?
Yeah, trapping is a big key for Bulldogs. They need to get some fast guards and scrappy, so I feel like they can do that.
Slicers get it inbound.
Hitting the middle is going to be really big this game, especially with Lauren.
And there's a steal from Crown Point. Fast break, shot up, rims out, rebound LaPorte. Team with it for LaPorte. Out of bounds Slicer ball.
Entering the game is Aiden Shreves, number 5.
Aiden Shreves, a 5'7" junior. Good athlete. Definitely gives them some speed. Biggers looking to inbound the ball. 5-second call, shadowing in the clouds. They get across the timeline. We need to get a little bit more movement out of the Slicers.
Yeah, they just got to be strong with the ball. I mean, Biggers, she's one of the main ball handlers.
Biggers drives the ball in. Both girls fall to the floor, but it's going to be a blocking foul on number 23, Nikki Gerodemos.
Her second foul of the game.
Gerodemos second. Slicers will have the ball underneath their own basket. Shrieg is going to inbound for LaPorte. Lob inside. They get back up to the top to Shreve. Shreve looks in the corner. Fake penetration. Ball comes back out. Grant, I think you got to shoot that ball.
Yeah. Crown Point is a really scrappy team. I don't think LaPorte's going to be able to have those silly turnovers and be a long one for them.
You had the ball in a real high percentage scoring area. I think we got to take that shot. Slicers trying to fight against the press. And Coach Deshawn saw a little bit of trouble. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout. Grant, while she does, talk to our audience about Coach Deshawn. She has an impressive background.
Yeah, Coach Deshawn coming from Mishawaka last year at the little shaky start for the Cavemen, but before that she played collegiately at Ferris State, and then she went on to play overseas professionally in Europe area.
Fantastic. Tonight, our crew at the game, we want to let you know, is Mitchell Moss. He's directing the program. Isaac Cheesem is our camera operator, along with Spencer Novorowski and Cole Raymond. our DAC championship cross-country runner.
Yeah, heck of a kid, heck of a athlete right there.
This crew's pretty impressive when you think about it.
Yeah, I agree. Really appreciate everything our radio and TV does for LaPorte athletics.
It's been a lot of fun. Slicers with it. Crown Point with that pesky press. One-on-one pressure. Trapping. Near turnover. Good hustle play by the Slicers.
And a 10-second call will be called. I just think they just need to be strong with the ball and get the ball past the half court, and then they'll be fine.
So Crown Point gets their first turnover of the game on LaPorte. Bulldogs have it. Carruthers is at the top of the key while they set the offense. Govert is down low along with Santiago, who crosses over for the Bulldogs. Santiago with the ball. Crown Point always looking to penetrate, which is always a good thing. And Grant, they've got some pretty good ball handlers.
Yeah.
Stoddard took that long three and missed it.
With Carruthers and Santiago, they have really good point guards and facilitators.
Crown Point getting 3 shots on this possession.
I told you the offensive rebounds will be key for them. If the Slicers can't handle that, it's going to be a long one.
That ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with the red. Red
ball.
ball. 4 offensive rebounds for Crown Point right now, none for the Slicers.
LaPorte coming out with in a 2-3 here.
They get it inbounds to Stoddard. Stoddard goes back baseline, shot short, rebound Bulldogs, and a basket.
Another offensive rebound in the score. That's just going to be really big this game. I keep repeating, it's just going to be, it's very vital.
Yeah, it's tough when you're going to give them 4 shots down the floor. It's going to be incredibly tough to stay in the ball game. Slicers now trying to break that press, and they're going to get a traveling call against LaPorte. Second turnover on LaPorte. What's your philosophy on trying to beat a press? You talked about, going hard down the court. If you have a good guard or a good ball handler, can you give that person the ball, drop the rest of your team down the court, and let them dribble it up the court? How do you like to break the press?
Well, I feel like taking the ball out of bounds, you hit the middle, and getting the ball in the middle just opens up a lot. You look backside, and people usually be open. You just can't sit there with the ball and they get trapped.
Stoddard flashed the middle. They didn't get the ball to her. Biggers has it now for LaPorte. She crosses the timeline. Deep ball underneath. Shot up. No good. Rebound. Slicers. Basket good.
The Slicers come back with their own offensive rebound, so having to do that will open up a lot for them.
Big basket for LaPorte. 8-4 Crown Point. Another 3 on the way. It's missed. And Grant, one thing the ball gets free. Crown Point gets it again. Carruthers with it. She looks underneath. Here's another long 3 for the Bulldogs. It's missed. They're not shooting very well from the field, Grant, and if they were, this would be a football score.
Yeah, they've had quite a few 3-point opportunities, and not sure if they've hit one yet.
I don't think they have. They're about 0 for 5 from 3. Shreves with it. Slicers trying to penetrate around the perimeter. And now we're going to have an over and back call. I don't know. You feel like you need to get a little bit more movement and get a little bit more help to the ball handler.
Yeah, LaPorte's ball handlers are down this year as they lost some last year, but they've been able to handle the ball most games. But this game, guards really pressuring them.
Carruthers with it for the Bulldogs. She penetrates right side, looks back at the top of the key. That's going to be a foul on LaPorte.
Lauren Pollock gets that foul, her second of the game.
Boy, that's her second foul in the first quarter. And Grant, you're one of the top players on our boys' team. Those fouls get you in trouble.
Yeah, that's quick. Find a seat on the bench real quick, then get a quick breather.
Wow, another blocking foul on the Slicers. LaPorte trying to get the ball.
That's Hannah Hartberg's second foul of the game as well, or one of our main ball handlers.
Lily Stoddard again trying to get the ball. 6'4", the tallest player on Crown Point's team, the Purdue commit. She's trying to get the ball underneath. LaPorte did a nice job of kind of crashing in on her a little bit and giving her some problems, but Crown Point not afraid to take the three, not afraid to look inside.
Looks like a foul on number 24, illegal screen.
That's Allie Govert, her first foul.
Offensive foul, 24, Allie Govert, her first, the team's fourth.
Only an 8-4 game, Grant, with all the shots that Crown Point's taken. Slicer's still in the ball game. Biggers penetrates. She crosses the timeline. She tries to get the ball back to the middle and set up the offense. She's double teamed. Shot up for the Slicers is no good. Rebound, Carruthers. Carruthers dribbles the length of the floor. Pulls up, little runner. No good. Rebound, LaPorte.
LaPorte can hit some shots here. I mean, they can cut this lead a little bit and get some momentum.
Theme with the board for the Slicers. Biggers crosses the timeline. 1:55 left, first quarter. Bulldogs 8, Slicers 4. Whistle. Slicers hit the three. It's not going to count.
Foul
underneath the basket.
on Bella Schrag. Her second foul as well. So LaPorte has 3 people and 2 fouls. So with a short bench, might have to play some underclassmen here.
Yeah, it gets very, very difficult. You know, one thing, obviously, if you're a Slicer fan, you do not want to see Lauren Pollock sitting on the bench.
Especially having Lily Stoddard at 6'4", don't have a lot of height on LaPorte's bench.
Traveling call.
I feel like if LaPorte, the guards can handle this pressure a little bit better, then they can get the ball off the court and get in a little bit more offense here.
Traveling was called on number 20, Maldonado, who came up and played for the JV. She's getting some varsity time for Crown Point tonight. 1:38 left, first quarter, 8-4. Slicers trail. They get the ball to the middle, and they throw it away. Stoddard dribbling full length to the ball. She's going to get there.
Charging call on Stoddard.
Great position play by Biggers.
Yeah, Biggers, if she can do that most of the game, get those charge fouls and get Stoddard in foul trouble, that'll be her second foul of the game. So her and Pollock are kind of in the same boat here. Might have to get a little breather for Stoddard. Get number 15 in the game here.
Stoddard comes out of the game. Maria Maldonado comes into the game for Crown Point. Biggers got 3 people guarding her.
Crown Point's pressure is just amazing right now. They're
Girls
just
are
all
fighting
over
for
that
the
ball.
Bulldogs get that turnover, so they're going to get that ball back on the alternate possession. You know, when you look at stats that people don't necessarily see in the paper, like, you know, offensive rebounds or turnovers, and you're at a +8 for Crown Point, those 8 possessions become trouble.
Yeah, offensive rebounds usually lead to points scored, so the 8 could turn to 16 real quick.
Carruthers tries to set up the offense. 1:11 left first quarter. Shot from the hash. It's good. Crown Point hits their first 3 of the game.
Crown Point gets their 3s going. This could be a bad one, but as it's going right now, I don't think they will.
Olivia Santiago hit that 3 for Crown Point. She had a lot of time to look at that shot, Grant.
Yeah.
Crown Point, another turnover.
You get the steal. I mean, their pressures are really good right now.
Oh, and there's the hot hand. Santiago hits again.
Second in a row for her. If I was looking for Crown Point, I'd be looking for her.
Crown Point opening up to a 10-point lead. Another steal and a foul is going to be on LaPorte.
Her third foul, Hannah Hartsburg's third foul of the game.
Wow, third foul, and we've got 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And we also have Olivia Santiago, 5'8" junior, at the line for Crown Point.
Sister of number 22, Lina Santiago.
Olivia hasn't missed a shot all night. She's got 2 threes and 1 for 1 from the line.
Her 3 looks really good right now. She's got a hot hand.
She has 8 points. Crown Point leads by 12.
Like I said, Mr. Varner, get those 3s going. The 8 goes to 16 real quick.
Yeah, it could be a lot of trouble. And they were really cold, you know, for the first 7 minutes. But now, the tide's starting to turn a little bit. Crown Point with 25 seconds left. They're going to shoot it. Missed. Rebound Bulldogs. And another foul underneath on LaPorte.
LaPorte cannot afford the offensive rebounds. That's one of the main things for them right now.
Natalie Thiem really doing a nice job of hustling on that court, dude. She's all over the place.
Yeah, she's all over the place. She's scrappy. She got some length to her, which helps her. Just can't let the offensive rebounds out.
So Natalie Thiem is a senior for LaPorte. She's listed at 5'11". Maldonado at the line for the Crown Point Bulldogs. She makes her second shot. She's 1 for 3 from the line. Crown Point 17, LaPorte 4. We're going to have a double dribble there. Called on Thiem. Carruthers comes back into the ball game for Crown Point.
You see, LaPorte's really focused on Carruthers right now, but if I was them, I'd focus on number 10 a little bit more.
Crown Point back court. They get it out on the wing. They're probably thinking about taking one shot here. Carruthers has it. She's the captain of that offense. She's going to penetrate, look to shoot. She'll score.
That's a tough shot right there. She had a couple LaPorte defenders on here, just hits it right in her face. It's a tough shot.
So we've played one here at Slicer Gym. It's Crown Point 19, LaPorte 4. Take a timeout on the floor. You're watching high school basketball on the LaPorte Slicer Network. Don Varda back with Grant at large, wishing everybody a happy Thanksgiving tonight from Slicer Gym, and an absolutely wonderful night. Actually, a really nice crowd here tonight, Grant. Crown Point always travels well with their friends and family, but a lot of fans coming out here tonight for LaPorte.
Yeah, considering with like a COVID-19 regulations, I feel like LaPorte's doing a great job of limiting the fans and keeping them all spread out, social distance, and mask up.
I have to tell you that, dude, as a teacher, I really think the students have done a nice job. You've seen our classes and stuff. Kids are wearing masks. I really feel like our administration and our leadership is really trying to do a nice job, keep everybody safe, and keep everybody active.
Yeah, it's just a tough time for everyone.
LaPorte with the basketball. They're down by 15 to start the second quarter.
Number 14, Simmons, freshman in the game for the Slicers, a 5'7" guard. Five-second call on Biggers.
I'm going to tell you a quick story right here, and I think I'm correct, and if I'm not, I'm going to be in big trouble. But Maya Simmons, I believe, is the daughter of Brian Simmons, who was a top high school player back when I played in high school. He played for Elston, good ball player, and I'm pretty sure that's his daughter.
Well, and she's got that athletic skills in the JV game. She played pretty well.
Crown Point misses, Crown Point rebounds, Crown Point scores. Jared Demos gets her first basket of the game, and Crown Point leads by 17. 3 on the way from LaPorte, no good, rebound. Carruthers.
Not a bad
nice
shot
pass.
for her team there.
Out of control shot for the Bulldogs. Rebound shot up by Stoddard. She banks it in. Lily Stoddard, first basket of the game.
LaPorte's just got to be strong with the ball and get the ball past the half court right now.
Simmons with it. Looks back outside. Shreves trying to make something happen. Here's a shot up. It's long. Rebound. Bulldogs. Stoddard with it. Carruthers, coast to coast, pulls up, 14-foot, dishes back, 3 on the way, got it. Crown Point's starting to get hot.
Yeah, the third three-pointer of this game, and I just think they're going to keep improving with the 3 here.
Timeout, Slicer.
One thing that, you really see a lot of passion from Coach Deshawn. She is all over this game. This is a young basketball team. You talk about, losing top graduating players last year. They lost some great players in the last couple years.
Yeah, last year they lost 2 great guards with Kayla Jones and Nyla Assad, which 2 scrappy guards, and they're now playing collegiately. And without some of the help they have tonight, it's just really struggle for LaPorte.
Let's talk a little bit about Riley Ott. Ryan, we mentioned, is not playing in tonight's game. Riley Ott, tell our fans how she's doing and what she's doing.
Yeah, Riley, she's a starting point guard at Purdue Fort Wayne currently, and she just works so hard. She's always in the gym, getting better, and even as a sophomore, she's a leader of the PFW team.
Well, when you look at people like that, from a teaching or an administrative or a coaching point of view, you're not going to find anybody that's going to outwork her. I saw her here, doing extra drills, working hard here, passionate in the classroom, doing it in all the facets of her life. Obviously, and I'd like to hear what you think, but I thought she was always one of the best players LaPorte's ever had on their girls' team.
Well, she's certainly one of the best in LaPorte history. As you can see, her banner's right in front of us, her Indian All-Star banner. And I think she's continuing that on at PFW.
Slicers with it, down by 22. Crown Point, nagging pressure. Foul. Foul's going to be on 22, Alana Santiago.
Personally, I think number 14, Simmons, could be a good player for LaPorte in the next couple of years. She's only a freshman.
Yeah, and I've heard from my friends in the region she is a tremendous athlete, and I'm pretty sure that's Brian's daughter. Hope I'm not wrong. If I am wrong, I'll blame the whole thing on you in our next broadcast.
That's okay.
We'll look into how our research team of Spencer Novorowski and Cole Raymond did with pregame research.
Yeah, that was all of them.
Slicers with it, trying to get a high-quality, high-percentage shot. Shreves with the ball, tries to go back to Biggers, steal by the Bulldogs. Fast break layup is good.
Ball control is just a big problem for LaPorte right now. The guards just can't handle that pressure. It's a big problem.
It is a real challenge for sure. You got to give Crown Point credit too, though. They're really moving. They're scrappy without the ball.
They're scrappy, and they're just continuing to get stopped and causing LaPorte to turn the ball over.
Crown Point with it, half court, 28-4, 5:20 left, first half. Carruthers with it, top of the key. She looks both sides. Stoddard flashing at the top post. They try to get the ball to her, but there's a rebound for Stoddard. She will miss that layup. Another rebound for the Bulldogs. Stoddard will take that long three. She misses it. Rebound in.
Those offense,
Carruthers.
I just keep saying, you can't let a guard just come in there and get offensive rebound. And also, Pollock gets that layup in there. Crown Point has 9 offensive rebounds. Make that 10 for Crown Point.
Ball on the floor.
You talk about LaPorte losing a lot in the last couple years. Crown Point also lost a lot with. Last year they lost Louis Stoddard's sister, Abby Stoddard, who currently plays at Butler. And I think she is watching live tonight, so shout out to them. And also Dash Shaw, who is playing at PNW currently. And she was a big help for the Bulldogs last year. They made their state run.
Crown Point with it. Carruthers pulls up from 14 and drains that.
She got a weird shot to her, but it goes in. She's got a really nice.
She did a nice job of, she took that ball right off the dribble and really went into a nice form on that shot.
Yeah, she's a real deal guard. Being top 100 by ESPN is certainly a great accomplishment.
One of the things you can see when you see a player like that is just the maturity, and you mentioned the fact that there's going to be another 3 for Crown Point.
Allie Gover hits that 3.
you could see the maturity in the players. You know what I mean? You could see that they've been there, they've done it. Another steal, going to get a foul on LaPorte.
I mean, Crown Point has the experience. I mean, they've got 2 juniors who are high Division I athletes and could definitely play at the next level.
Allie Govert's going to get to the free throw line. She makes the first one. She has 4 points.
Despite the score, I really like LaPorte's effort, and they keep trying. They're not letting up yet. They're just doing the best.
Santiago has 8 for Crown Point. Carruthers has 8. Shot up, second free throw is good for Govert. Govert has 5 for the Bulldogs. Emily Phillips checks into the game for the Bulldogs.
Crown Point getting out of the press here.
Biggers back out to Shreves. Biggers with it again. We're going to get a foul on Carruthers. That's her first.
I thought LaPorte did a nice job of maintaining the ball there, and one of the first times they'd be able to keep the ball in possession.
Crown Point has had a lot of pressure on them the entire game, you know, and it's really been hard for us to get the ball and get a good look.
Their pressure and traps, like, that's a really big part of their game.
Aiden Shreves gets her first basket of the game. Second one is good.
She got a little varsity time last year, but this is really her main year of getting some varsity time.
Another open look, air ball, out of bounds, should be LaPorte ball.
I think Crown Point can make a good run this year in the tournament, and I think they'll be able to win the DAC this year again, and I think they can make a good run. I mean, obviously they got Penn coming up in the tournament, but other than that, they can make a run.
Biggers with it, looks underneath, back outside. She'll penetrate, dishes it. Shreves, runner, blocked by Stoddard.
That's a big part of Stoddard's game, her length. She's 6'4", with probably like a 6'6" wingspan. It makes her block a lot of shots.
Yeah, you know, and I can tell you for sure when she gets to Purdue, you know, she's going to put on some muscle, she's going to put on some weight. Because when you're down in that paint, dude, with the Big Ten, you're going to get pushed around.
Right.
Turnaround shot, no good by LaPorte. Good attempt. Slicers back on D. Stoddard.
A travel called on Lily Stoddard there in the paint. I feel like Lauren Pollock did a good job keeping her hands up and not getting her third foul.
2:50 left, first half. Biggers, Shreves. Crown Point in a man. And we lose the ball. Carruthers got fouled on her way down the court. Actually, a good foul not to give her a free layup.
Yeah, I mean, anytime getting her to the free throw line could be a good thing for the Slicers.
Double bonus for Crown Point. Slicers with 10 fouls. Crown Point has 17 fouls.
Looking at the DAC, like overall, obviously Crown Point was at top of the list, but with LaPorte at full like staff, with everyone back and healthy, they could be a team to beat in the DAC.
I think they will too, and I think they're going to do a really good job. It's going to be, you know, the first thing that you see with a lot of these good Slicer coaches, they make it very difficult to come in here and get a win, you know. And you get the fans and you get things going in here, it really becomes interesting.
Yeah.
Biggers penetrating right side. Simmons. And the ball's on the floor. Shreves maintains it.
Biggers did a good job getting open there and finishing
Nice
with the
move
and
by
one.
Biggers.
That was a great move right there. I think she can keep doing that and get this lead cut down just a little bit.
She's really an aggressive, good player, and that was a nice aggressive move, taking the ball to the basket, drawing the foul.
Back in the slice line, 12, Brianna Thorpe.
The 12, Brianna Thorpe coming to the game for Lauren Pollock.
See if Alani can nail this free throw. Misses it. Rebound by Crown Point. Michaela Henry with the board. Three on the way. Long rebounds, slicers.
Good rebound by Natalie Thiem.
Natalie's done a nice job tonight.
Yeah,
she's really
works
been
hard.
hustled. Yeah, she really has.
Hard, yeah.
There she is on the other side.
That was a nice finish, maybe a little contact there, but she waits to get back. I mean, she runs back, she gets back on defense.
Foul underneath.
It's like Pollock's coming back in the game with 1 minute, 45 seconds left.
That's foul 14 by Simmons, her first. So well done on 2. Back in Precisons, 34, Lauren Pollock.
Pollock back in the game for LaPorte with 1:44 left in the first half. And a good basket there by Crown Point. Slicers back the other way. Simmons with it.
Simmons be able to come in here as a freshman with Hannah Hartsburg in foul trouble early on.
And it's nice to see these younger players get some playing time. It's the only way you do it. You've got to get out there and play.
Yeah, it's basically all about experience, and she's getting it here today against a good Crown Point team.
Ball inbounded to Pollock. She looks back out for some help. She's not getting it, and you're going to have a 5-second call.
I think this might be the fourth 5-second call called in LaPorte this whole game, which is really rare for most teams.
I think you know more about this, but moving without the ball becomes very important.
Yeah, you stand in one spot, it limits the amount you can do on offense.
Crown Point throws it away.
That is one of the very few turnovers Crown Point has had.
It really is. It's the first one that I have them with unofficially. Slicers with 6. Biggers, 1 minute left. Crown Point with a smaller lineup on the floor.
I think it's smart to have a small lineup here, not get Lily Stoddard in foul trouble. That's good for Crown Point.
Oh, 3 just missed by Thiem. Simmons gets it back. Thiem back. Biggers, wide open 3. Got it.
Good shot by Biggers. I really like how she's stepping up to the plate here and shooting 3.
Yeah, nice quick 5 points for her. Slicers trailing 40-13. Traveling called on Maldonado for Crown Point.
Crown Point's second turnover.
You know, we were talking about keys to the game before we went on the air, and the first one you said was turnovers. That's always a key, for boys or girls basketball.
Yeah, turnovers is really a game changer. If guards can't handle the pressure, it's going to be really limits what you can do.
Simmons penetrates. Now she'll turn and shoot. She missed it. Rebound. Slicers. Biggers had it. Out of bounds. It'll go back to LaPorte.
Biggers in there fighting, which is good for offensive rebounds for LaPorte.
December 4th, Slicers will be at Valpo. Crown Point's next game is November 28th when they host Castle at Crown Point Gym.
I believe that is a really big tournament for Indiana basketball, and I believe Crown Point won it last year.
Biggers, lob inside. Stolen by the Bulldogs.
This is LaPorte's second time running that play, and just feel like Crown Point caught onto it.
2 seconds.
It's a good takeaway by LaPorte there to end the half.
So we are at halftime, and Crown Point has a commanding 40-13 lead. And we will see if we will hopefully have a little halftime entertainment here. It looks like everybody's kind of getting lined up for that.
Yes, I believe the LaPorte Palms team will be doing a halftime show.
And hopefully we will we'll see that. All right, we'll be back with you for the second half. We are at halftime. Crown Point 40.
Smith. It is now time for the
Slicers 13. Halftime show.
Slide on the pimp gang with my pinky ring. Lot of gang, lot of bitches in the icy chain. While you claim that you rich, that's a false claim. I'll be straight to the whip, no baggage claim.
And that is the Slicer Varsity Dance Team. Unofficial first half scoring first for Crown Point, Lily Stoddard, Zoe Wells, and Elena Santiago, 2 points each. Nikki Gerodimos with 6. Olivia Santiago with 8. Jessica Carruthers with 9, and Allie Gilbert with 10. For Slicers, Aiden Shreves with 2. Alani Biggers with 5, and Lauren Pollock with 6. Slicers will be back in action 1 week from this Friday, December 4th, as they travel to Valparaiso to take on the Vikings. Junior varsity tip-off at 5:30 p.m.
keep it peaceful is a struggle for me. Don't pull up at 6 a.m. to cuddle with me. You know how I like it when you loving on me. I don't wanna die for them to miss me. Yes, I see the things that they wishing on me. Hope I got some brothers that outlive me. They gon' tell the story with things like me. God's plan. God's plan. I hope that sometimes I won't. I feel good sometimes I don't. I turn that down when you're home. I go down to G.O.D. I go hard on Southside G. I make sure that Northside E. Still. Bad things. It's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish on me. Bad things. It's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish on me. Yeah. Hey, hey. She say, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mom. I'm sorry. 50 dub, I even got it tatted on me. 81, they'll bring the crashers to the party. And you know me. Turn the 02 into the 03, without 40 Ollie, there be no me. Imagine if I never met the broskies. God's plan. God's plan. I can't do this on my own. Hey, someone watching it close. I've been me since Scarlet Road. Hey, hey. Might go down as G.O.D. Yeah, wait. I go hard on Southside G. Hey, wait. I make sure that Northside E. Yeah. And still. Bad things. It's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish.
All right, Don Varda back with Grant at large. Grant scoring for the first half for the Bulldogs.
Okay, we had leading scorer Ali Gover with
Second half
10.
for the Bulldogs.
Olivia Santiago had 8 points. Jessica Corrales had 9. Nikki Gerodimos had 6. And Lily Stoddard with 2. And for the Slicers, you had Lonty Biggers with 5. Lauren Pollock with 6. And Aiden Shrees with 2.
40-13. Second half going to start now. I did redeem myself and my pride and my credibility. I saw Brian Simmons over there. He's here watching his daughter tonight. That is his daughter there, number 14. So nice for LaPorte to have Maya Simmons. And I can tell you, watch out for her, buddy, because she's going to be the real deal.
She's going to be an athlete. She could be really good in the next couple of years. Biggers getting in trouble there, and they call it a jump ball.
Ball possession for Bulldogs.
Anxious to see here what Coach has shown has changed up a little bit. Well, she started Simmons in the second half here.
Well, I feel like, LaPorte needs some quickness. Stoddard turns around, she misses that. It's funny when you're 6'4" and you're in high school, you're big, but when you get to Purdue, you're not big anymore.
Yeah, she's big now. I mean, she's gonna be big in college. Just everyone's big in college, and she's gonna be filled with monsters.
The 5-second call against LaPorte.
Second violation against
LaPorte's fifth 5-second call called this game. Moving the ball is just a big thing in LaPorte's offense. You just got to move the ball and cut and get open. That's basically what you got to do.
Carruthers with it for Crown Point. Santiago goes deep into the corner. Stoddard sets a screen. Now they dish it back. Stoddard underneath the basket, behind the basket. Carruthers looks at a 3 from the top of the key. They shoot it, and it's missed. Rebound Bulldogs, and we'll see if they travel there.
It's like a jump ball.
Oh, jump ball. LaPorte ball. I didn't know if they were going to call a travel on that. It looked like her feet might have moved, but the ball got tied up with LaPorte. Biggers has it now. Slicers back the other way.
12 offense rebounds for Crown Point now. LaPorte has 0.
Slicers go with it deep into the corner. Inside, turnaround jumper. No good. Foul before the shot. Pollock got it. Made a nice move to the basket.
If Laura can get that fadeaway jump shot a little bit better, she could be a good player, but she's got to be able to finish those easy shots.
Yeah, she really tried to do a nice job there. A little bit off balance, but definitely Definitely a good attempt. Now they inbound it to her. She's in the paint. She's going to turn. She'll shoot. She'll score.
That's what I'm talking about. Like right there, those plays, if she continues to get those and be consistent with those, she could be really good.
She has 8 points. Quickly the other way goes Crown Point, and that is Carruthers, and Carruthers hits her 11th point of the game. 3 on the way for the Slicers. Oh, they call it travel. That's unfortunate. Natalie Team drained that 3, man. She was wide open and looked like she'd done that for a few times.
That was the second time that's happened. She got the played call off. She hit one early in the first half. They called off.
Carruthers with it for the Dogs. Stoddard. Slicers in a little 2-3 zone here. Not really a bad move, and you got to cramp in on Stoddard a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Bulldogs looking to get her the ball here in the second half.
Bulldogs taking their time in this possession. Carruthers will shoot now. She misses it. Rebound Slicers.
Way to push the ball. See if Hartsburg can finish. Just being 6'4" and Hannah Hartsburg being 5'5", it's just a tough matchup right there.
Yeah, Shriek did a nice job rebounding that, got it out quickly to give LaPorte an opportunity. Pollock comes out of the game for the Slicers. Bounce pass in. Biggers, little runner, got it.
Like that drive by Biggers right there. Really gets in the paint and could cause a foul, but it didn't there and it caused points.
7 points for Biggers. Slicers staying in that zone with one hand on Stoddard. Pollock always knowing where she is. Biggers now checks her on the right side. Dish out, 3 on the way. Good.
Big thing about being in this 2-3 zone, you can't let the shooters shoot. That's just a big thing in this zone. You got to get after the shooters real quick.
Santiago's first 3 of the game. She has 5 points for the Bulldogs. Timeout, Slicers.
30-second timeout there.
Let's do a little preview of LaPorte basketball this year, Grant. I've seen you guys after school, leaving school. You're in the gym. You're working out. How's the basketball team looking? What can we expect this year from the boys?
I think the boys programming, I think we're heading in the right direction. We lost a lot of seniors, and Garrett out large, Carson Crash, Grant Gresham, Mason Schroeder. We lost a lot of points, a lot of leadership, and I think we have some guys who can maybe fill a role this year, and I think the next years will be pretty good. Got some freshmen that are capable of doing something, and sophomore and junior class is really, really productive, and I think we'll be all right.
Great. We're going to try to do a lot of those games this year. There's a nice little shot of the dugout. Not baseball. The sideline for the girls basketball team. And
pretty close.
Yeah. I'm so excited about LaPorte baseball this year and LaPorte girls tennis. I can't wait.
Yeah,
it's just fun.
Tennis program. They have back-to-back, really close to state runs, and maybe they can do it again.
Slicers with it. Shreves. Hartsburg, top of the key. She's guarded by Carruthers, guarded closely by Carruthers. Biggers flashes to get the basketball. Lane wide open. She saw it, but just couldn't get there quickly enough. Shreves with it. Slicers have faced a really tenacious trapping defense from Crown Point all night.
I think one of the biggest things about Crown Point is the trapping defense. It's just phenomenal. Very scrappy guards.
Biggers, little dish back pass. Shreves. Shreves penetrates back outside. Slicers have the ball. Way far away from the basket. And now they turn it over. Carruthers with it. She'll have an easy layup attempt, and she scores. You know, you talked about her, being an ESPN top 100 player, but she's really a good player, Grant. You can really tell she knows the floor. She knows what's going on. She moves well. She's got a lot of maturity.
Yeah, coming as a freshman, she even just showed she could definitely play at the varsity level. Simmons coming back in the game for LaPorte.
Hartsburg gets her 4th foul, an offensive foul called against her. And that's her 4th foul. So for Hannah. Slicers on D again. Simmons back in, as you said. Shreves on the court. Team on the court as well as Pollock. Here's a 3 on the way. It's short. Nice box out by Pollock. Simmons comes up quickly.
She's a really good ball handling for a freshman. I'm really excited to see what she does in the future.
Yeah, I can tell you if she's anything like her dad, we're in for some good stuff.
I mean, but going against Crothers, I mean, obviously the experience is really high compared to hers, which I think she can get that point, though.
Carruthers with the steal. Basket. She'll go to the line for the 3-point play. She has 15 points. She leads all scorers with 15.
Carruthers at the line attempting a 3-point play.
Crothers hits that one.
Crown Point the other way, and they get the layup. The basket's good by number 12, Maya Depta.
That's ball 14 by Simmons. Her 32 start back at the Slicers 3 of Lonnie Biggers.
LaPorte hitting their
At the line, attempting the 3-point
over 10
play.
turnovers in the game.
Depta makes the free throw. 53-17, Crown Point. Biggers with it. Shreves goes to set a screen on Stoddard. Carruthers again is going to get an easy layup.
You can really tell like the level of guards that Crown Point has compared to our guards. There's not the same level, but I think some other positions we could have some similar aspects to.
And I think, like you said earlier, Grant, you're going to get a lot of improvement out of these girls. You can really improve when you're playing a really strong team like Crown Point. You get an opportunity to play faster, quicker players. And sometimes, Grant, you know this as well as anybody. You can't simulate that experience and speed in practice. You can't simulate it.
Yeah,
So when you face it, it's the first time you're facing it.
You're going against like the JV team or your second team. It's just not the same as playing a team like Crown Point, and it doesn't happen overnight. I mean, it's going to take some time for the Slicers, but it'll happen eventually.
Carruthers goes out of the game. Michaela Henry back in the game for the Bulldogs. Biggers will bring it up for LaPorte. 55-17, Crown Point. Shreves lobs inside. Turnaround, shot. There's a foul called on Michaela Henry. 5'10 junior. I thought it was going to be a shooting foul.
I think it will be a shooting foul, maybe.
Somebody lost their mask.
It's a crazy thing this year with everything going on with COVID-19. It's unexpected times.
Shreves with it under the basket. She's looking for some help and throws it off the leg of the Crown Point defender as Isabella Shriek cut to the basket. Slicers setting some screens. They'll get it in bounds. Biggers.
It's really hard for LaPorte to get in their offense right now. The amount of pressure they're getting from Crown Point's guards is really hurting them right now.
Crown Point has it. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound. And we're going to get a foul on LaPorte.
Lawrence Pollock, her third foul.
Pollock diving on the floor, hustling after that ball.
I like that she's trying to box out there. I mean, not let them get another offensive rebound, but third foul, can't afford it.
Shriek comes out of the game for LaPorte. Crown Point lobs the ball into the backcourt. And a
Kicking violation.
kicking violation.
Still Bulldog basketball.
Good job by Shreves to get in between that pass and cut off that passing lane. Maldonado inbounds for the Bulldogs.
Looks like Crown Point's trying to get their second team in here, getting them some experience because they can play some vital minutes if someone gets hurt or something happens with COVID-19 protocols and stuff.
Yeah, it never hurts to have somebody ready to come in. Olivia Santiago hits her 10th point. She's in double figures now for the Bulldogs.
Especially this year, we've seen it with some boys programs already. I mean, being on the quarantine list, you can have some guys step it up, and same thing with the girls program.
Jessica Carruthers is out of the game. She leads all scorers with 18 points. And Grant, I don't think she'll come back in the game.
I wouldn't think so, but not sure what the coach might think.
Nice little runner attempt by Crown Point. Depta. Slicers the other way. Biggs with it. She's got the ball. Throws it inside. And good D again. Biggs will shoot. She'll score.
Second three of the game for Biggers. She got a nice shot to her. I mean, she has a good form, and it goes in. I mean,
she's got 10 points, and she's hit 2 threes tonight. So
she stepped into a bigger role tonight.
Yeah, she did, and obviously it's going to be important for LaPorte to be able to shoot the ball from the perimeter. Alani Biggers doing a nice job tonight. 2 threes for her, 10 points for her overall. Jump ball underneath the basket.
It's a good fight for LaPorte there.
Crown Point ball. Crown Point having trouble getting it in. Shreve steals it. And there's definitely going to be a foul there on Mariana Maldonado.
It's a good steal by Shreve, causing a Crown Point turnover.
Well, on top, 15, Mariana Maldonado.
So tell me about Thanksgiving at the at-large house. What's going to happen?
Well, it's obviously going to be different this year with some people not being able to go, keep my grandparents safe, obviously, and obviously eat a lot, so that'd be a good plan.
You know, one thing Crown Point has done, you're going to get a foul on Crown Point, but when you get the ball in the low post, they got 2 or 3 girls on you. They really, collapse on you on defense.
They really focus in on getting on Lauren Pollock and not letting her get her shots up. I mean, forcing her to go to the free throw line is a smart option, but she tends to hit these later on, as she did right here. I feel like Lauren Pollock has done a good job against Stoddard today, and both similar height. Obviously, Stoddard's out of the game right now, but Pollock's been fighting hard the whole game. Straight comes in for Pollock. Number 20, Maldonado, takes the ball to the floor.
Crown Point looking for a little help. Penetration, nice pass underneath, and no good. Rebound, Slicers, and a foul underneath.
I feel like every time the ball goes up, there's a call being made underneath the basket. There's really physical teams here.
Yeah, there's been a lot of calls made tonight. You know, Bella Shrieg has done a nice job for LaPorte tonight. She's got a lot of rebounds. She's fighting in there. She's really holding her ground.
Yeah, she didn't have a big role last year in the varsity, and she's shown that she can definitely play on this level.
Yeah, the third quarter.
Biggers throws up that long half-court launch. It's long, and we are at the end of the third quarter. Crown Point 57, LaPorte 22. Back with the fourth quarter right after this. You're watching high school basketball on the Slicer Television Network. Nice look at Sarah Deshone on our screen there. Port Slicers, Lady Slicers, they will be at Valpo on December 4th. They host Concord on the 5th, and then on December 11th, Maryville comes into town, which will be a very competitive game. You look at Crown Point, they're going to host Castle on the 28th. You mentioned that tournament at Lawrence North.
Yeah, big tournament for the Bulldogs.
Then they're on the road. Then they're at home for 3 games against Lowell, Portage, and then you mentioned that big game they have with Penn coming up on December 5th.
Yeah, that December 5th game against Penn is a big game for Crown Point.
It was so much fun to watch our volleyball team here, this year, and the success they had. What a group of players that was.
Yeah, it's always great seeing every LaPorte team make it far in the tournament.
Slicers with it. Simmons, top of the key, lost the basketball. It's on the floor. She fights for it.
Obviously, Simmons, she can have the talent, but if she really wants to play at the next level, she's going to have to get some muscle on her, obviously. But she's only a freshman. I think she will, but obviously the muscle's going to have to come.
She comes from an incredible pedigree, I can tell you that. I'm sure her dad's working with her a lot, and she's going to be a big-time player for this school, especially on the tennis court. Shot up and missed by Stoddard. Nice save by Simmons. Biggers comes back, coast to coast, across the timeline. She's looking for some help. She goes back outside to Simmons.
Hartsburg's been out most of this quarter, most of the game, honestly, because of foul trouble.
Biggers for 3. Short. Rebound Bulldogs.
That's a good look for Bigger. She's hit 2 already.
Carruthers back in the game. Lob. She's going to throw it away, and it'll be LaPorte ball.
Look, Stoddard's back in the game. Her and Pollock still battling it out here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, and LaPorte throws the ball away. Hartsburg wasn't quite ready for that. Turnover by the Slicers.
Yeah, Slicers got Valparaiso next game, and I think it's a better matchup for the Slicers, and hopefully get Ryan Ott back for that game.
Yeah, no question about it. You got to have, your top players if you're going to compete with these top DAC schools. Crown Point moving the ball around, trying to get a high percentage shot. Stoddard working hard underneath. Pollock keeping a good eye on her. There's Carruthers. She's back in the game. She penetrates. Double dribble called on Carruthers.
I felt like she was looking at a pass to number 24 go over there. I mean, she's kind of did a little bit too much there, but, I mean, she still tried to make a play.
Biggers takes it all the way and scores.
Really nice play at Biggers. She's a leading scorer for LaPorte right now.
Well, she's shown a lot of good things tonight, Grant, because when you look at the rest of the schedule, you play a tough DAC schedule, you go on the road, you're going to need a lot from her. You know what I mean? To take the pressure off of the big girls underneath, because you're going to need her to penetrate the lane. You're going to need her to hit that 3.
Yeah, she's definitely a threat for many teams. They need to scout her. They need to see what she does offensively, defensively. Definitely a threat to the offense.
Right side to Shreves. Shreves dances across the lane. And Biggers gets the basketball back. Simmons. Shreves. Got it.
Nice shot by Shreves there. Her first 3 of the game.
She has 5 points, 2 for 2 from the line. Might need to shoot the ball a little more.
Yeah, some of these girls on LaPorte, they're really focused on running the offense. Sometimes they got to look to score at times.
Carruthers makes another nice move.
Shreves shoots it again and just right off the front iron. Carruthers pulls up and misses it. Rebound by number 22, Santiago.
Inside to Stoddard. Ball on the floor. Shreves has it for LaPorte. LaPorte gains control of the ball. Simmons across the timeline. She gets bumped. And Carruthers, she's not quitting this. She wants to keep playing.
She's really looking to get her stats up. Looks like Crown Point will be subbing everyone out, though.
Backers for Slicer 10, and 2. For the Bulldogs, 11.
Makes that bus ride a little bit more fun when you're on the way home to talk about getting some playing time. You know, the subs don't get a lot of time. They work super hard in practice, and now they're going to get over 4 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, especially, I feel like the practice players, the second team players, they give them all the props. I mean, they work hard in practice every day.
Pollock has it. Hartsburg.
Nice pass in the corner to Thorpe.
Just a little long on the shot. Crown Point rebounds. Santiago, 10 points tonight. 17-footer, no good. Rebound hits the floor. Biggers had a hand on it. Rebound, Pollock.
Pollock really posting up hard down there.
21 for Crown Point. Anna Zolkowski called for the personal. She's a 6'1" freshman.
She could be a promising freshman coming up here in the future. Her and Simmons, big-time freshmen here.
Lauren at the line for LaPorte. We have her unofficially with 8 points. There's a nice shot of her. Shot up and no good. Rebound on the floor. Bulldogs have it. Biggers creating pressure. Wide open three. Got it. Zoe Wells hit that shot. She's on a JV. She's not on our varsity list, but Zoe Wells comes off JV and hits her first DAC 3 of the year.
That's a nice looking shot. I mean, a little of a quick release here for a girl especially. I mean, that was a really nice shot.
It was. She had a lot of time to set up on it, and she took care of the ball. Slicers with it. Depta back up top. Pardon me, Thorpe back up top to Hartsburg. Biggers with it. 2:50 left in the ball game.
The foul on 12, Depta. Her second foul. I really like how these girls keep fighting. You can't take the heart out of that. They keep fighting, and that's all you can really ask for right now.
Brianna Thorpe's going to be at the line. Slicers have 4 team fouls. Crown Point has 8. And we will see Brianna Thorpe go to the line. 5'5" senior.
Turnover for the Crown Point Bulldogs. Good ball back to the Slicers.
Pollock, nice look. Layup, missed. Biggers, rebounds.
The Slicers have a couple of those tonight. I mean, wide open layups. Like, if you're going to be down a lot in this game, you just got to hit those wide open layups. I mean, they're going to give it to you. You just got to hit them.
Foul on Mariana Maldonado for a push in the back on Crown Point. Biggers is going to go to the line. Just 12 points. He has 13. Nice shot of Alani, and she makes the second one. Just 14 points.
Like how LaPorte's still pressing here. They're still fighting. That's all you really want for your girls.
3 on the way for the Bulldogs. No good. Rebound, Pollock. Lauren's done a nice job tonight.
Yeah, she's rebounded well and improved from last game a little bit more, and that's all you can keep on doing is keep working.
Diggers looks underneath. Pollock posts up, gets the basketball, and scores.
That was a good layup by Pollock. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, those easy layups are given to you. You just got to hit them.
Yeah, and you talked about it earlier, though, the carrying on Crown Point. You got to really make an attempt to get the ball inside, to her, because she's the biggest player on LaPorte's on the team for LaPorte. There's a nice replay of that basket. You got to get the ball into that high percentage area.
Yeah, especially when Stoddard is out of the game, it gives a good matchup for LaPorte.
LaPorte with it again. They go to her. Pollock turns. Little pass back inside. Crown Point steals it. Crown Point, movement around the perimeter. Runner, no good. Rebound, Bulldogs is good.
That's the name of the game tonight for Bulldogs. The offensive rebounds and going straight up with it.
Yeah, Michaela Henry scores her first basket. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That was a huge factor. There's no question. There's no question around that. Double-digit offensive boards.
Nearing 20.
Pollock misses the 4-foot fadeaway. Bulldogs have it. 3 on the way. Short. Rebound. Henry. 3 on the way. Long.
Her third attempt tonight.
Zoe Wells. Back the other way for LaPorte. Shot up and good by team.
Natalie's done a good job tonight. She's working hard and getting some rebounds.
Natalie Thiem. She has worked hard. She's definitely been all over that court. 3 on the way for the Bulldogs, and it's good by number 21.
Looking at a lot of the team from this year for LaPorte, I mean, a lot of JV players from last year being able to step up a little bit here.
Emily Phillips trying to keep control of the ball. 13 seconds left in the game. See if Coach Siebert wants them to even take a last shot. He does not.
Looks like LaPorte still fighting out there. That's what you love to see.
And the ball game is over. So Crown Point wins the basketball game 70-33. And Grant, a nice chance for our community to see our girls basketball team. They did a lot of good things tonight, and let's hope they have a good year. They faced an obviously, Dueling Conference Championship, state-run team. Obviously a very tall order here tonight.
Yeah, Bulldogs, a top 10 team in the state, and they can make a big run, but the Slicers, they kept fighting, and that's all you can really ask for. And Coach Stone, I expect her to have a good game plan and keep going in the DAC season and regular season as well.
Mitchell Moss produced and directed the program. Isaac Cheatham directed. Spencer Novorowski and Cole Raymond were our camera operators. We hope you enjoyed our production of LaPorte Slicer basketball on the Slicer Television Network. For all of us here at LaPorte High School, we'd like to wish everyone a happy and healthy Thanksgiving. For Grant at Large, this is Don Varda saying so long from LaPorte. Good night, everybody.